Hi everybody, I'm DJ Foster. Welcome to this special edition of GOL-TV.
All engine running.
The Grand Valley State women's soccer team starts their berth for their third consecutive Division II national championship this weekend. And as we looked at the brackets, we saw that it's kind of complicated, and most of you fans might not know the exact path that Grand Valley State needs to take to get to their third consecutive national championship. So that's why we're here, along with our trusty whiteboards, to try and help you, the fans, out to see the path Grand Valley needs to take to win their third championship in a row. As you can see up top here, Grand Valley State is in the Midwest region. They are the #1 seed in the Midwest region for the couple years in a row that they've been this good. The #2 seed will be Northern Kentucky out of the GLVC region. So the Grand Valley and Northern Kentucky earn first round byes in the national tournament. The other 4 teams are all from the GLVC. Bellarmine is #3, Quincy is #4. We have Wisconsin Parkside as the 5th seed, and Rockhurst as #6. As I mentioned, Grand Valley State and Northern Kentucky receive first round byes, so they have already been moved into the second round. The first round of games will be played at 2 separate sites. Quincy, the #4 seed, and Wisconsin Parkside, the #5 seed, come to Allendale this Friday night to play at the Grand Valley State soccer field. They will play Friday night at 7:00 p.m. in Allendale, with the winner facing Grand Valley State on Sunday at 1 o'clock. For our purposes, we're just going to take the highest seed and move them along, which is Quincy as the 4 seed. So for our purposes, hypothetically speaking, Quincy wins and they move on to the second round of the tournament. At the same time on Friday night, Bellarmine, the #3 seed, and Rockhurst, the #6 seed, will be playing at 7 o'clock on Friday night in Highland Heights, Kentucky, which is the where Northern Kentucky is located. Northern Kentucky will just be watching that game, waiting for a winner of that match. So Bellarmine, the #3 seed, we will move them along as the higher seed in the de facto victory. So we have Bellarmine and Northern Kentucky, Grand Valley State, and Quincy. So on Sunday, Grand Valley State will finally get their first shot to play in the NCAA tournament. This will be the second round. They will play at 1 o'clock at the Lakers soccer field. Obviously, we are expecting and hoping that Grand Valley State wins, so we move the Lakers along to the third round of the tournament. Unfortunately, the way the regions are set up this year, that is the only match Grand Valley State would play at home in this NCAA tournament. On the other side of the bracket, also at 1 o'clock, Northern Kentucky and Bellarmine would be facing off in Highland Heights, Kentucky. Again, for this experiment, we will say Northern Kentucky wins, so we move NKU along in the brackets. They are now in the third round against Grand Valley State. Now here's where it gets a little fishy. This is not like your normal March Madness bracket of 64 or now 68 teams. Grand Valley State and Northern Kentucky will head to the Central region on November 18th to play this match. It will not be at Grand Valley. It will not be at Northern Kentucky. They will head all the way out west. Possibly, it looks like, to Colorado, or there's a school in Minnesota that they could also play at as well. But that game will more than likely be played in Colorado. Again, for our purposes, we'll have Grand Valley State winning this match against Northern Kentucky at a time to be determined out in Colorado. So Grand Valley State, we have them winning the regional championship. That would be a third round match that they would win over Northern Kentucky. Now, they get to move from one whiteboard to the other whiteboard, as now they will move on to national play. They will stick in the Central region. Follow me over here, if you will. We have Grand Valley State advancing here from their victory over Northern Kentucky. They will stick in the Central region. And now the top 2 seeds in the Central region are Colorado Mines and Fort Lewis. So the winner of the Central region will be right here, and that's who Grand Valley State will play on November 20th. It'll be the same site they played at just 2 days earlier. Hope everybody's following me. And this also is the national quarterfinal match. That's what this matchup would be on November 20th, again, against possibly Colorado Mines, Fort Lewis, perhaps Regis, or even Metro State. Again, we have Grand Valley State winning this match here, which moves them into the Final Four, or the national semifinals, as the proper name is called. So that they will then leave, again, Colorado is where we're saying this matchup will be, and they will get to travel to Pensacola, Florida, which is the home of West Florida, who is hosting the tournament this year, hosting the Final Four. So in the national semifinals, as we have it, Grand Valley State will play the winner of the South Central and West regions. Once they get as far as we have made it already, some notable teams from the South Central and the West are Abilene Christian, Central Oklahoma, UC San Diego, who Laker fans know is who Grand Valley State defeated last year to win the Division II National Championship, and Cal State Los Angeles are some possible teams down here. That'll happen on December 1st, again in Pensacola, Florida. On the other side of the bracket, where we're coming from the right side now, is the other semifinal match with the Atlantic and East regions and the Southeast and South regions. Those times are yet to be determined, but one match will happen, the next match will follow, and the two winners will move on. Some notable teams from the Atlantic and East will go with the top two seeds from both California, PA, and Kutztown from the Atlantic region, and Bridgeport and St. Rose, who Grand Valley has met up with in the postseason. Those are some possible teams coming from this side of the bracket. The Southeast and the South includes teams like Armstrong Atlantic, Lennar Rhine, St. Leo, and Rollins. So any of those teams could be in this jumbled mess here to figure out who gets to go to the finals and play in the national championship. Obviously, we are hoping and praying that Grand Valley State defeats whoever comes out of the South Central and West regions. So we will put GVSU here, which would be in the national championship game. We have an unknown person here, an unknown team that Grand Valley State would play on December 3rd in Pensacola, Florida for the national championship. Grand Valley State wins that. They win their third consecutive Division II national championship. Now, there won't be any quizzes, or we might give you one at some point, but again, Grand Valley State needs to win 5 matches to win their third consecutive Division II national championship. They will only get to play one match here in the NCAA tournament in Allendale. It is this Sunday at 1 o'clock against either Quincy or Wisconsin Parkside. So make sure you get out to the Lakers soccer field this Sunday at 1 o'clock to see who the Lakers get to play, and you can follow the bracket along with us the rest of the way as we hope Grand Valley State gets to come right back here to Pensacola, Florida to defend their back-to-back national championships. Make sure you check gvsulakers.com for all postseason information. Thanks for watching this special episode of GOL-TV, and as always, go Lakers.
All engine running.